Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Conservation. Does she support the vision statement of the Department of Conservation, which states, "Conservation work is an investment in New Zealand's prosperity because our environment plays a central role in our health and well-being and wealth"?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, absolutely. In these tough economic times, we're all tightening our belts a little, and while the shape of restructuring is largely an operational matter, I'm pleased to see that DOC is confident they can continue to deliver their core conservation work and that frontline staff and services will be retained.
The Honourable Ruth Dyson.
How will the loss of incomes, expertise and the community contribution of the Conservation Department staff, sacked from their Wanganui and New Plymouth offices, contribute to the well-being of the staff, their families and their region?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, it's never an easy task when people lose their jobs, but I can say I am assured that the Department is confident that they can continue to deliver core conservation work. Frontline staff, rangers and services will be retained.
The Honourable Ruth Dyson.
Supplementary. How will the Department perform its key function of protecting biodiversity after sacking the scientists who identify the threats, write the recovery programs and then do the field work required?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, just exactly who may lose their job is still unknown as DOC is working through the options. But can I say that I am assured that DOC is confident it will continue to deliver core conservation work and that frontline staff and services will be retained.
Rahui Katane.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister, what consultation was taken with iwi before announcing the disestablishment of some 20 jobs in the New Plymouth, Whanganui and Tūrangi offices, and what has been their view about the decision to move the Conservancy away from Whanganui, which has traditionally been the centre of government for the Central North Island?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, that matter is an operational matter, and I suggest that discussions be had with the Director General and the Conservancy concerned, and I'm certainly happy to take further questions and put a more definitive answer to the member.
The Honourable Ruth Dyson.
How will the Department stand up to the mining industry and protect our precious public land from mining as demanded by thousands of New Zealanders, given that the scientific and technical experts from the Department are being sacked at the same time as the Ministry of Economic Development is doubling the number of staff in its oil and minerals unit?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, I think that question does actually rely on a false assumption, but can I say that member might like to have a chat to her colleague Damien O'Connor, who has said that the world still relied on coal and oil to run, so stopping the mining of high-quality coal was a, quote, dumb idea, quote. But can I also say, Mr. Speaker, that I do welcome the member's newfound interest in conservation.
Order. The Honourable Ruth Dyson.
Does she agree with the increase of staff in the Department's new commercial business unit compared to the loss of scientists who were working to prevent the North Island kiwi becoming extinct? And if she doesn't agree with that, will she act to save these jobs and the kiwi?
The Honourable Kate
Mr.
Wilkinson.
Speaker, can I say that the commercial business unit is doing a fantastic job, and if the member really did have an interest in conservation, she would be aware that only last week Genesis actually gave $2.5 million to help with the Blue Duck program.
Catherine Delahunty.
Question number 4.
Catherine Delahunty.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker. Tēnā koutou te whare. To the Minister of Foreign Affairs.